Okay guys, so another common move is just the basic inversion, going upside down like you're on an inversion table and hanging and getting that nice back traction. So I'm going to show you how to do that if you're curious how you would get into that in a class. Alright, I'm going to face the back of the room and slide my arms behind the swing like I'm putting on a backpack. Slide my hands down to the lower back area, by the hips rather, by the hip bones. Now you don't want the swing to come up to the lower back like this, okay? It's a little too high and you don't want to sit on it. So you don't want it on your butt either. You want it right on the sacrum, so it's between the lower back and the glutes, okay? So right by the sacrum. Now to keep it there, to keep that perfect position, which of course it takes maybe a couple times of practice to being able to get it down really well. You just bring your weight back a little bit, bring some traction into the swing. I like to lift one knee up, and you tuck your tailbone because otherwise what happens is the swing slides back up. So you bring one knee up, simultaneously the other knee, slide your hands up. So you can see that little move I just did. As I lean back, I tuck the tailbone, engage my core, one knee, other knee, hands up. So then I find this halfway position, which we always want to return to before we come back up anyways, so that we don't get dizzy. All right, so knees up. Now from here, instead of bringing your knees through, you don't want to do that. You stay here and you start to come into a straddle. So you open your knees out behind the swing. As you straddle, slide your hands down, finding a nice piked position with the legs. That means the legs don't go into a back bend, they come forward. Feeling a little engagement in the core. Now from here, people don't want to let go sometimes, but we let go of the hands and the arms can rest on the ground. Now if you're swinging like I am a little bit, you can always bring your hands down and stop and then hang out here, let your head fall nice and loose. Everything is nice and loose. Now if you're feeling a little insecure without being hooked in, you can always hook your feet in here. I usually work without the strap so they don't get in the way, but without getting your feet, or without hooking this feet into the straps, if you want, get the straps out of the way, and one at a time, you just wrap your legs in front and hook your feet in, and now you're completely hooked and feeling secure. All right, so we can hang out here. Take some deep breaths, allow that neck to traction, and just hang. We can go for a swing, bringing your hands down to the ground, walking towards the back of the room, and then letting it go, doing whatever feels good with your hands. So there are plenty of things that we can go into once we're upside down, but this right here is super therapeutic, and most people have the insecurity of just getting into this position. So if you can get here, this is half of the battle. Actually, it's most of it, I would say, because now we can do all these fun variations with the legs, with the arms. We can get into stretching the side bodies, lats, whatever. There's so many things. We can even do handstands here, pressing down and lifting up. Really cool way to work handstands. And there's a really fun core exercise that I also like to do here, lifting our hands up towards the feet. Super good for the core. All right, so there we go. Little tutorial of how to hang like a vampire or a monkey. And I'll show you some more moves later too as well. Namaste. Have fun, everybody. Have fun. All about fun.